Hey crafty people, Ashley here with another episode of Make It with Ashley. Today we are playing with some scraps from the Cherish Scrapbooking Workshop. I have the Change the World stamp set, which is Operation Smile, another candle, Stampin' Thin Cut, some glitter shimmer trim. I didn't actually end up using that paint marker. I thought I was, but we'll save that for another one. I really wanted to use this stencil with the mist ink again, some coordinating tri-blend markers, and everything else. So this is a coast-to-coast collaboration with Kim, Dana, Amanda, and I. And the four of us ladies are doing a monthly challenge. So this month's challenge was the Cherish paper pack, to use something with it. Now, I absolutely adored the scrapbooking workshop. All these gorgeousness, I had to do more with it. All right, so this is actually the stencil piece that comes with the set. It is a little punch out. All right, and it's super easy. This is the mist ink, and I'm just using a wedge of my sponge to add some color on. Now, I was kind of playing around with, do I like having my ink further off on it? Or I actually ended up lining it up on top of itself so I could create that same pattern but on a larger scale, and that worked rather well. Just kind of line up, add some more, and moving it to wherever I wanted, and that helped give me kind of a larger shape. Okay. Now, I did add just a little bit of rough sponging in some places just to give it some texture and look. I kind of knew the placement. I only had 2 photos from this event, so a single page layout was perfect. Next is going to be bringing in the Glit Gloss Spray. You do want to make sure you give that a good shake. Otherwise, all that glitter is going to sit at the bottom. So I kind of wanted a heavier, more concentrated spray. And then I added some gold splatters using the actual dropper from inside. So you simply take that out and tap it to get some splatters. All right, so now I'm pretty happy with my mixed media base. I have my stenciling, my Glit Gloss Spray, and my splatter. So it's time to bring in my paper pieces, which it's really actually kind of a basic layout. Let me add some shimmer to this by adding the gold shimmer trim. And then next I need to map my photos. So I pulled out a zip strip. The back of the zip strips always have all of the colors. I'm able to flip through my little color sample until I find what I think is the best color to go with this. I ended up going with mist cardstock. So I cut that down, and I think it just ties in nicely, and goes really nice with kind of those blues that are in there. Next is going to be that another candle stamp set. I wasn't sure if I wanted the candles or the double layer cake, but I thought this would be kind of a cute way to do my title. So this stamp set comes with another candle on your cake, it's your birthday, or happy birthday. And I felt like that happy birthday sentiment was just kind of the perfect title for this birthday celebration. So I kind of brought that in. I wanted it in that lower right hand corner. You see me kind of flipping back and forth, and I decided the 2-tiered cake is great. I stamped a ton of the Change the World stamp set. This is the Operation Smile stamp set. So when you purchase this one, it actually donates money to help fix children with cleft lips. So in other words, to help fix their smile. So I am using the tri-blend markers on this. The leaves are the dull green blend. I started with the light, and then I went back in on the centers with the mediums and shaded. Now this is the vintage blue blend marker, and you can see I started by coloring the entire thing with the light color. All right, you can see that there. And then next I'm going to go in at the base of each. So I'm making that shadow with the medium color. So you can see I'm kind of going in short strokes, okay? And then I am going to add in the darker color, even less, just right on the edges. And then I blend it all out by going back in with the light color. I'm going to repeat that same process on all the flowers, and then I'm going to use the gold yellow blend for that. Now, this set doesn't have a thin cut, so I am just going to fussy cut, and I stamped and cut out a ton of these. all right, as in like a whole stack. But I had another project I want to play with this, and I thought this was just perfect to go with the Cherish paper line. If you're watching, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe so you can catch all my crafty videos, and check out the playlist. It will include all of the other videos from the Coast to Coast collaborators for this month. So I really liked this cake, and I just kind of felt like it needed a little bit something more. I wasn't sure if I was going to back it and put some solid piece of cardstock behind it, and I eventually decided I was just going to do some subtle coloring on it with the tri-blend markers, and that it would kind of pop by keeping the majority of it white. Now, this month's idea was to focus on some journaling. So you may notice that there is a large white spot kind of right underneath my main photo. So that is intentional. I wanted a nice area where I could journal this fun story. So this is my great aunt's birthday. And she ordered this fun cotton candy drink with all of the kids. She took a big chunk of cotton candy and goes to dunk it in her drink, forgetting that cotton candy dissolves when it gets wet. So I wanted a place to journal that. Now, I really liked that a little bit of the glitz spray kind of splattered there, because then it gives kind of a whole feel. Another important thing for my layout is paying attention to visual triangles. So you see I have those three kind of clusters from the flowers on the left, that top larger cluster, and then my cake. Now, the cake really kind of pops out on itself. I like that I kept it kind of a white with just adding the ice gray blend, tri-blend marker to do some accents. And then I used those same coordinating tri-blend markers that I used on the flowers to tie everything together. Next, I dug through my stash for these adorable wood grain embellishments. So these are the heart ones. I like these because they are super thin and don't add a lot of bulk to your projects. Then I did find some old retired dots. I think these are actually the Cake Day dots, I want to say. That or they were like Daisy Meadows, but I felt like it tied it in perfectly, adding just a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more pizzazz. But don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, catch all of my videos and all of the Coast to Coast collaboration videos. And as always, craft on.